Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our whole school assembly. It's wonderful to see you on this Monday morning. It's Monday, the 7th of September, 2020. The sun is shining outside, and I'm joined by Mrs. Thorpe. Good morning, Mrs. Thorpe.
Good morning. Morning, everyone.
Mrs. Thorpe's going to lead our assembly today.
So today we've got a special jigsaw assembly, and we're just thinking about coming back to school. Now, there's some of you that might have missed some of your friends and family over the time that we've been away and locked down, and it's been strange for people who work in school and for the children that have been coming to school not to have so many children here, but we all are back together now. And you might be feeling a bit wobbly, or you might be feeling okay. Some of these children here, look, the little girl in the corner is holding her football. Sometimes I miss my friends. Sometimes I feel angry. Sometimes I feel bored. I get to play with my family. Actually, it's been quite nice spending time with your family at home for some of you. I can see my friends on the screen. I know that lots of you have been using Zoom to contact your friends and been playing games with your friends virtually rather than at the playground around your house. And some of you might be feeling that you get a lot more attention from your parents or your family being at home with them. Just going to have a look at this screen here. Can you see all the different pictures? Some of you might have made a rainbow. I know that one of the home learning over the lockdown was making a rainbow, and you had some chalks delivered, and there's been some fantastic rainbows about. Some of you might have had food parcels, or your family might have been delivering to some other people that cannot get out of the house. And you've been socially distant from your family. So you might have visited grandparents in their garden or by the road, and you've seen them. And some of you've just been talking to your grandparents virtually still, and some of you still might be talking virtually. And can you see that the little girl there on the screen, she's making a special heart. And that's what in jigsaw terms we're going to be calling a jiggy heart hug. I wonder if you can be practicing in a minute a jiggy heart hug. So you're going to see lots of people, lots of images of this, and we've got it all around the school as well. How we've got to be socially distant, and we're trying really hard to be socially distant in school and outside of school as well. This here is called Serenity Owl, and the owl shows love to people because her heart is on her chest. But how can we show we care about each other if we can't reach out and hug each other? Well, this is where the jiggy hug comes in. So the jiggy hug is from Jigsaw Jenny, and Jigsaw Jenny helps everyone reach out and hug, but not hug using your hands. So can you all try and make this jiggy hug? So you bring your fingers together, fingers together at the top.
I'm giving it a go, Mrs. Thorpe.
Yeah, Mr. Sprackling isn't too bad at it. You can turn to the person next to you and show them your jiggy hug. You can turn round, show the people behind you your jiggy hug. So as you're walking around the school and you're socially distant from all your friends, maybe in the other years, if you want to hug them but you can't, you can show them a jiggy hug.
I think that's a great idea. I'd love somebody to show me a jiggy hug as I went by.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
Do you think they could give it a practice now in class, Mrs. Thorpe?
Yeah. Show as many people as you can in the class a jiggy hug. And then maybe as we walk around today, you can be showing your friends in the other classes from a distance in our areas a jiggy hug.
I've seen some footballers doing jiggy hugs, Mrs. Thorpe, when they scored a goal and they've done it to the camera. I think I've seen Gareth Bale do that.
And one day this strange time will be all over. But at the moment, we're working really, really hard in school to stay apart. But the jiggy hug will help us to share our love.
That's a great idea, Mrs. Thorpe. I think I can see everyone giving that a go.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, something that's a bit different at the moment is we've just had a visitor. Now, we've had a visitor who's been socially distant in the big hall, and so we've we spread out in the big hall. Year 3 have, and some of you might remember this visitor, and he's left us a message to share with all of you.
And we're going to put that up on the screen now. Let's see if we can do this, shall we? The screen goes a bit funny. Let me put this up nice and big. This is our special message from our special visitor. And this was recorded earlier today.
Yep.
Okay. Hello, boys and girls. My name is Nick. I know some of you have seen me before over the years, the Bugfest Bug Guy. And I'm sorry I can't see you. And I know how much you love these creatures. So I'm going to show you some of what Year 3 have been looking at with me today. And I think we'll just do the really cool stuff. Should we do the cool stuff? Let's have a look at spiders and scorpions, right? Come and have a look. Come and see. Once upon a time, this scorpion here would have been humongous. This is Sid Vicious. He's an Asian forest scorpion. Look at those big claws. Look at them. There's a sting on the tail there. Look at that. Now imagine that, but it's 6 foot long. That is how big they used to get 450 million years ago. They were giants. But luckily for you, they would have been too big to walk around on the land. They got around in the sea. They were known as sea scorpions, giant sea scorpions. Eurypterids, that was their name. Awesome creatures. And over hundreds of millions of years, they came out onto land and evolved into these and many other scorpions. Isn't he beautiful? Can you see the light shining on his body? He's a carnivore. He eats other creatures. At home, he likes to eat crickets and cockroaches and locusts, and he crushes them with these big, strong claws, squidges them, and then sucks all the juice out and eats them up. Isn't he amazing? But these guys are also related to spiders. They're all arachnids. And of course, you all remember arachnids have 8 legs, right? If it's got 6 legs, it's an insect. If it's got 8 legs, it's an arachnid or a spider. Do you remember Twilight Sparkle? Those of you over the years? Here we are. She's the same old size. Here she is. The Mexican red-kneed tarantula. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, they're so gorgeous, aren't they? Look at that. She's soft, she's silky, she's smooth, she's velvety. But don't be fooled, because the hairs on her bottom are very, very itchy. Give you a nasty rash, and you don't want to breathe them in. Especially if you're asthmatic, it can give you a nasty asthma attack. It's not very pleasant. And again, she's a carnivore. She's in the bird eater family, although she's not a bird eater because they don't actually eat birds, not in the wild. This is what you're more familiar with as a bird eating spider. Do you remember Sally? Here she is. She's the salmon pink bird eater. She's a whopper. She's about 7 inches from tip to tip. There's the abdomen, there's a cephalothorax, and there's the 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like she's got 10, but those aren't legs, those are pedipalps. They kind of act like arms and help her grab her food, which she then stabs with those fangs. Look at that. Isn't it cool? Right now, though, boys and girls, unfortunately, you're not able to hold the insects when we come in to do a school visit. But, you know, there's ways around it. We've got the projector screen and TV screens and cameras so that you can get a close-up shot of a big picture. But we still bring them around for you to see in front of you, which is pretty cool. Which is awesome. Yeah. See it?
Brilliant. What a wonderful message to hear from the Bugfest man. Absolutely fantastic. How exciting to have all the bugs here today.
It really
Mrs.
was.
Thorpe. In Year 3, I've had a fantastic time in the hall this morning.
We've seen so many different bugs. Stick insects, giant African snails, centipedes, millipedes. Oh, loads and loads.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much for leading our assemblies this morning, Mrs. Thorpe. We've had a wonderful time and we have all learned our jiggy hug
Yeah.
which we're going to see around school, no doubt, over the coming days, which is absolutely wonderful to see. And thank you to our Bugfest man for sharing us those fantastic creatures, all linking to Year 3's unit of work at the moment, which is on
Rainforest.
which is very exciting, and lots more exciting work to come there. We've had Mrs. Hoffman say hello to Jessica and Joshua. Thank you for joining us. Always nice to have people joining us for Assembly. We will be back tomorrow for our next live broadcast for Assembly time. Thank you very much, everyone. Goodbye.